This is a reverse psychology because this is the same way some other nations were colonized. So I feel like he's trying to like show people, okay, since this happened before, let me see if I can do it now and try to like occupy spaces. But the problem is he didn't pay. But then I guess they still didn't pay for other people.
They didn't pay. Hi guys, welcome to another episode with Four Fields. We are the 4-4. You can see that.
4 to the 4.
Well, it's been a while. There's a lot to react to, but today we'll be reacting to
something very new.
Something very actually different from what we do.
Totally different.
Yeah, totally different. So there's this guy, what's his name?
King Kubali. Where is the question is where is Kubali?
Yeah, so
we do not know.
From the news we heard, they said it took a space
in
Scotland. So let's get into it. We don't really know too much about it. So if you like the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share. And for special requests, there's a buy me coffee link on the comment section and also on the bio. It's not just for a special request. You can support the channel through those links. So let's get into Kubali.
In the land of
KUBALA. Sorry.
Oh, King Kubala.
It's actually very
The styled King of KUBALA, who faces eviction from a camp in Scots Woods, is a failed businessman, we can reveal. 36-year-old Kofi Agumang Ofe was director of entertainment, retail, property and performing arts firms, which were struck off before he reinvented himself as leader of an African tribe. His partner, mum of 7, Jean Gasho, who calls herself Queen Nandi, was also involved in some of the doomed enterprises. Ofe, who has proclaimed himself King Atahene, previously posed as a millionaire entrepreneur in flash suits as he claimed to mix with super rich clients. Now he wears rags and a crown of sticks while living with Gasho and their handmaiden in a tent in Jedburgh in the Scottish borders, where he lies that he's a messiah descended from the Bible's King David. In 2021, his missus boasted that he was a property magnate with a fortune to his name. Gasho claimed in her blog, "My husband within a year has acquired 10 properties to his name. He now runs an empire and in assets he is now a millionaire in his own right. He gets properties that need renovation and invests thousands into them, making them look gold. Today he is a millionaire king and I can't help but give thanks." But records unearthed by the Scottish Sun reveal that Offa's businesses failed within a few years of being set up. One was registered to a £640,000 property in London's trendy Hoxton, but in October 2020, Ganabon Offa registered Northern Bridge Limited at a £60,000 two-bedroom flat in Martin County, Durham. Official papers say the company dealt with the management of real estate on a fee or contract basis. The firm was also linked to a modest £80,000 semi-detached pad in nearby Stockton-on-Tees, but it was dissolved in March 2023 by a compulsory strike-off. Mr. Offa was also director of retail firm Look Gold Limited, registered in Hoxton in August 2020. Records list him as a marketer. The company was struck off in January 2022. The former opera singer was also previously listed as director of Black British Entertainment Limited, along with Gasho from Zimbabwe. It was incorporated in April 2017 and struck off in June 2019. Company's House documents show it dealt with other business support service activities not elsewhere classified. A Facebook profile linked to the firm claimed it was the
real voodoo
for Black British unique talents in film, music, fashion and sports. The pair were also directors of London registered Black British Excellence Limited, where Offe was a brand consultant and Gasho was a director. The firm, dealing in performing arts and artistic creation, was set up in January 2018 and struck off in July 2019. Offe and Gasho were credited with organising the Black British Entertainment Awards in 2017, but were forced to scrap the glitzy event afterwards.
The culture, I can see Trinity.
A number of companies down in England, which were eventually all dissolved by a strike action. There's companies like Northern Bridge Limited, Look Gold Limited, and the Black British Entertainment business, all registered to sort of varying residential addresses. Could you tell us about what happened there? What happened to all these businesses that went bust effectively?
Gasho said, after the launch, I saw him seal sponsorship deals with millionaires. The money for the awards was provided for in a way that I never thought was possible. We were literally facing homelessness, but God provided over £20,000 for us to host the first BBE Awards. She claimed in 2020 that Offa showered her with gifts, including 2 engagement rings, one with a pink diamond costing £50,000, and the other with emeralds and a yellow diamond worth £150,000, plus 9 ounces of gold bars. Pictures published a year later showed the self-declared Queen flashing wads of £20 and £50 notes. At the time, she said it was shocking at first to have money, but it became normal to see £30,000 in cash. In another post, Gasho said her hubby went from nothing to having 13 properties in 2 years. She added he would buy rundown properties, do them up, then he would ask me to decorate the finishing touches. He made so much money. I'm talking £20,000 a month as Services Apartments. In 2023, the pair were arrested on suspicion of child cruelty as they were remanded in custody but later freed. Both denied the charges, which were later dropped. Now, Offa and Gasho claim to be leaders of the kingdom of KUBALA, a lost tribe of Hebrews. The pair say they only recognize laws of their God, Yahweh, and are reclaiming land that was stolen from their ancestors 400 years ago. And the campers have been joined by handmaiden Asnat, real name Cara Taylor, a 21-year-old mum of 1 who is reported missing by her family in Texas in the United States. It is understood the group receives income.
I'm trying to understand what
she went there to serve him or what?
She's a handmaiden. That is, the wife will not do anything. She will not bear children.
400 years ago, and the campers have been
handmaiden will be the one to bear children and do every other chores in the house.
But did they just say she was missing?
She left the US
to start a new kingdom. KUBALA kingdom. Wow, that's wonderful.
Is she up to 18?
She's
She said 21 and she had a child.
She has a child.
So did she like leave her child behind?
Let's go.
Asnat, real name Cara Taylor, a 21-year-old mum of 1 who is reported missing by her family in Texas in the United States. It is understood the group receives income from subscribers to their social media accounts, which have tens of thousands of followers. The accounts also have a link for donations. The group has also been receiving food and gifts from camp visitors, as well as a local friend who we are not naming. The tribe has been locked in legal battles with a landowner and Scottish Borders Council. They were evicted from a privately owned site before setting up a new base on council land nearby. A sheriff ordered them to repay all the costs of their recent eviction, but Offa said they don't use currency.
They came to court and they're asking for interdict and they're evicted from this land because they're the owners. So they've given you 2 days notice, so you'll have to seek legal advice or whatever, go to Chamber and Sheriff Court. But if they can go to court and they don't defend the action, there will be looking for eviction next week.
Fresh papers asking them to leave were served by officials acting for the local authority. When asked about his failed firms, Offa told us, all these businesses were the road to where we have come. It was a journey of discovery. We have left the world behind. The world of luxury is perishing. The world of the wilderness is what awaits everyone. It's more rewarding than cash, gold and silver. This is our destiny, Gasho added. In KUBALA, our God tells us, forget ye the former things and look to the future. We do not dwell on the past. What we call success is this, the tent, the fire. In KUBALA, we do not look back at the worthless paper that has the face of Elizabeth and Charles. But local Tory councillor Scott Hamilton said, this is perhaps a continuation of his failed businesses, providing entertainment to the masses and trying to reach an audience to advance his opportunities. How much is this a gimmick by them, and how much do they actually believe in what they're saying? You can't take what they're saying at face value. They are maybe more switched on than would first appear.
Was this after he made money?
Yeah, he went
after he made money.
He actually went broke. And,
I think most of his business went down. They went bad.
They went bad. So that's why the other guy said he thinks this is another
way to
make
money.
So after acquiring 12 properties,
yes, all the businesses
went down.
They foreclosed most of them.
Yeah, he went back to the went
to an open land.
Yeah,
and to what they are saying, that land is somebody's land.
Yes, that's what the problem
buy that
is.
land. They didn't pay for the land, so that was the problem. He went to occupy someone's land.
KUBALA.
So
But this is a funny story
King Kubala
actually.
is trying to gather
Yeah,
that's
good
it,
fund,
followers,
good fund.
yeah, just to gather money.
Yes.
and-
maybe because that's what
People
the
are
person
supporting
said.
him. I can
Yeah.
see some people
But
are
at the same
coming
time,
online.
he's against currency.
Yes.
Because he said he can't be spending money that you have people's faces, which is like the normal dollar
Because
bill
he's actually
and all
going
that.
broke. He doesn't have that money to spend.
Yeah, because he's saying he doesn't want stuff like he wants life
But
without
at the point,
currency.
they were flirting with the money, like flexing.
Yeah, that
with
was
the money.
then.
That was then.
Yeah.
So when the money
when
got
money
finished, now he's saying he doesn't
money.
want currency. He wants to live life without. So, but I still think like this
Send
is.
some help to King Kubala.
But I still think this is reverse psychology because this is the same way some other nations were colonized. So I feel like he's trying to like show people, okay, since this happened before, let me see if I can do it now and try to like occupy spaces. But the problem is he didn't pay. But then I guess they still didn't pay for other people.
You need to pay tax.
They didn't pay. So I feel like he's trying to like show it to the world, yeah, that
Normal.
they came to occupy several countries, African countries and other countries, then without even paying.
Said he's the descendant of
A
King
lost
David.
tribe, yeah.
King
Okay,
David.
King David.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Of the Hebrews, yeah. So well,
But I think King Kubala should have maybe paid for the land to
Paid,
avoid
yeah,
legal battles
that
and
paid
all
How
that.
come he went from 100 to 0?
That's
Yeah,
business.
it happens
That's
sometimes in
business.
life. Sometimes your businesses will just
Yes.
go bad.
Mismanagement.
civil cases.
Cash.
So I'm curious about the young lady, the maiden that was 21, that was missing in Texas. What about her child? Because they said I think she left her child
She must have left her
back in
child in the
Texas,
US.
and
Yeah.
she was declared missing.
Yeah.
So
He
imagine
didn't tell her.
as a family, you are looking for your sibling or your daughter.
And you see her
You are
on
worried
news.
and you see her on the news flexing inside the bush with another. And the funny part is,
I feel
the kingdom, there are just three:
Just
a king,
three,
a
yeah.
queen, and a maiden.
No
So
other
that's
they shouldn't have evicted him. They should have just waited till like
yeah. Since
winter
it wasn't causing
Yeah.
any harm.
Let's see
Yet.
if he can stay till winter.
Winter is coming, bro.
Yeah.
But the
That
thing
was too
is,
much cold.
to me,
This is the funniest story I've
This
seen.
guy is actually high, like he's high on meds. You have to be crazy to just go into the bush and just start.
because the world has actually developed
Even
from
if you
way
want
back.
to colonize a country, that's not how to do it. Like in this modern era. So
Yeah, you can try to like want to create your own
Yes, you
kingdom,
have
but
to
you do
reach
it
out
in a
to
proper
people,
way.
reach
I
out to
feel
people
like
with similar interests. This
yes.
nigga just went
Because
to
you
the
need
bush.
support actually, and you need people with same interests that would be like, oh, we are together. I want to move this as a tribe.
That's a wilderness.
That's what he said.
So doing it alone, I feel like people will see you as a lunatic or
And he's even
something.
using tents. Like, why didn't he just build? He said he doesn't need anything from the world.
Should
Those
have-
are-
Yeah,
Yes.
he said he wants to go back to the
He
was supposed to
ancient
use
days.
wood, was supposed
And he
to
was
use
even
wood.
using this chewing stick, not even current
I
day
saw
toothbrush.
champagne there.
Why would you have
He was happy because with champagne. So he was supposed to use gin.
But yes, because champagne is
African gin, not.
You see? So I feel like he needs to like.
wants to take champagne.
And the funny part is, he was once an entertainer.
Yeah, so people they tend to see him as a joke. That was why they destroyed everything, destroyed his plan.
Doing that for the men.
But all hail the king, though. All hail the king.
King Kubala. I'll still look up the story. I want to know
if
more
you
about
know King
the kingdom.
Kubala, please tell him that he's playing. He's playing.